If this video doesn't make you question everything you thought you knew, then you might be too far gone. You guys gotta check this video out.
What's up, guys? Spenny. We all know that Barack Obama has a very creepy, secret, personal life, and we've seen this obviously in his own hand and writing, where Obama says that he makes love to men daily in his imagination. He was writing his girlfriend this. Strange that. Barack Obama is saying, I must say that in this attempt to remove myself from the present, I perpetuate endless farce of earthly life. You see, I make love to men daily in my imagination. My mind is androgynous. I see that I have been made a man, and physically in life, I choose to accept that contingency. Is Barack Obama trans?
Pause. Stop right there. See, this right here is where the internet loses its mind. Now, I'm not here to diagnose anybody's college letters, but can we please agree that this right here is not normal reading material at the age of 21? I need you guys to comment right now to tell me what you would do if someone gave you that letter. Would you frame it, burn it, or move to another state? Let's keep going, guys.
I don't even get it. He was 21 years old when he was writing this in 1982 to his chick girlfriend, who published the letter and released it in Barack Obama's own handwriting. Nobody ever challenged that this is an authentic letter. It's very, very weird. Barack Obama then went on to marry Michelle, and they had kids. And then they sent those kids to Harvey Weinstein right away. That's right. Nothing shocks me. Barack Obama comes under scrutiny for sending daughters to work under Harvey Weinstein to make it big in Hollywood, because this is what you want for your young, innocent little girls, right? This is the kind of mentor that you are looking for in this scenario. I mean, they're so thankful for Harvey. They literally
thanking Harvey Weinstein for organizing this amazing day. Harvey. This is possible because of Harvey. He is a wonderful human being, a good friend, and just a powerhouse. And the fact
I love Whoopi Goldberg sitting behind Michelle Obama there.
Look, I'm not saying I've seen bad judgment at all before, but right here is like picking a shark as a swimming instructor. This is not the best move on the chessboard, but this family has unlimited horrible moves.
Yeah, they took their teenage daughters and sent her to work for Harvey Weinstein, the 72-year-old, given a 23-year prison sentence, found guilty in 2020 for first-degree sexual assault and rape. In 2017, Melania Obama, the eldest daughter of Barack Obama, secured an internship with Harvey Weinstein. Shortly thereafter, he was accused of sexual harassment. Okay. So anyway, it's like creepy, weird connections that the Obamas have. They clearly are people of zero moral fabric or clarity. And so it is not surprising that they are now getting embroiled in the Jeffrey Epstein saga as Democrats release Jeffrey Epstein emails to Obama's chief lawyer saying, you need to talk to the boss, says Jeffrey Epstein. Who's the boss? Is this 10% for the big guy? We're going to get a big guy situation here. Things are getting interesting. Jeffrey Epstein to Catherine Rumler. You need to talk to your boss. Who was Catherine Rumler's boss? Barack Hussein Obama. Yikes. Okay. This is a matter of fact. Here's from the Politico article, right? We're not just going to listen to tweets. Well, let's listen to Politico here. Epstein's inbox also featured repeated appearances by the Obama administration, former White House counsel Catherine Rumler. In 2018 exchange, Rumler, then partner at a law firm, discussed the criminal cases against Trump and so on with Jeffrey Epstein. And a separate exchange, Rumler shared disdain for people of New York and New Jersey. She planned a road trip. I think I'm going to drive. I will stop and pee and get gas at a rest stop in New Jersey Turnpike. And we'll observe all the people there who are at least 100 pounds overweight and have a mild panic attack. And a result of the observation, I will decide that I'm not eating a bite of food for the rest of my life out of fear that I will end up like these people. Oh, Obama's attorney? Fat shaming? Oh, no. So Catherine Rumler was the White House counsel Yikes for Barack Obama. And let's go ahead and read, shall we? This little email that is getting all of the attention here, where Jeffrey Epstein, the conclusion here is that Jeffrey Epstein says, you need to talk to your boss. And many people are assuming that that is Barack Obama. I mean, I guess it doesn't state that, but that's what the assumption is online. Again, she was the White House counsel, ex-Obama lawyer. And boy, there's a lot coming out of these Epstein.
When anybody says in an email or anything, anytime that you need to talk to your boss, my eye goes up like the rock because this couldn't get any sketchier. If this gets any sketchier, we may have to call Scooby-Doo. Honestly, we may have to call Scooby-Doo because there's no ending to this. This is a never-ending rabbit hole. Let's keep going, guys. Man, make sure you're liking the video. I need to see what you guys are thinking down low. I really need to see what you're thinking.
Files. Okay, let's look. It doesn't look like you're prioritizing your schedule very efficiently. Here says Jeffrey Epstein to her. It says this is the UNGA week. UNGA week. What is UNGA? Oh, well, United Nations General Assembly. Sorry, I'm not keen on all of the acronyms of the cool kids. So this is the United Nations General Assembly. So the boss will be in town too. That means Barack Obama, right? Right? This is in 2014. Barack Obama's president. The United Nations General Assembly in New York, that's the president, right? So the boss will be in town. I'll be here all week. You may get sick of me. Just sat down on the train, so I can't talk freely. Okay. Yikes. So
I think we need to see if we can get the phone records to whoever was saying this. We need to get the phone records.
Boss will be in town. So you can see here on the boss, meaning Barack Obama. It has to be. It's the UN General Assembly, right? The president speaks at the UN General Assembly. Here we go. Jeffrey Epstein wrote, girls, careful, I will renew an old habit this week. Okay. Then he talks about Teals, Summers, Larry Summers, Bill Burns, William Burns, the CIA director. He was working at the State Department under Barack Obama, but the CIA director under Joe Biden was like really close to Jeffrey Epstein. Mongolia president. People from India. He's like listing off. So he's kind of like nonsensical here, but he's just listing off all of these very important people that will be over to his house for dinner this week.
I'm not saying that all the elites are connected, but what I am saying is if they were any closer, they would be sharing a toothbrush. Because how did you get the Mongolian president involved in any of this? That doesn't make sense to me.
A welcome guest at any of these dinners. Also, if you think that there's any interest in people in town, everybody here for the climate summit, Clinton, Security Council, holy S, I'm on blank for the next 30 minutes. What does that mean? Most girls don't have to worry about this crap, says Obama's lawyer. Jeffrey Epstein says, understood. It comes down to high risk reward, low risk reward, professional, emotional, and financial. Okay. Agreed, but I need to be prepared to say yes before I talk to him. Who is him? You need to talk to your boss. This is Jeffrey Epstein trying to get Barack Obama over to his house. And he leads with this by saying, girls, careful, I will renew an old habit. Dude, this is a crazy email. I mean, listen, you have to make some assumptions here, but I think it's pretty sound to say that in 2014, the boss would be Barack Obama speaking at the UN General Assembly, right? I mean, this is Kathy Rumler. This is Obama's lawyer.
Yeah.
She was White House counsel. You'd have to assume that, right? Yeah. Anyway, here she is writing about Bill Clinton. I stopped talking to Clinton when he swore with a wholehearted conviction to me that he had done something. He had forgotten that he swore the exact opposite to me just weeks before. And she goes on to call him a psychopath with no conscience. It's scary talking about Bill Clinton. Yikes, dude. Jeez. All right. She really loved her relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. Kathy Rumler. She's now Goldman Sachs. She now works as white collar defense group, Goldman Sachs. All right. Strange exchange between Epstein and Kathy Rumler. It's unclear if why Epstein wanted Rumler to speak to the boss. But I guess you can just take your own inferences here. You can see here's her LinkedIn. You can see here deputy counsel to the president, White House counsel to the Barack Obama administration here in the year 2014. Well, I don't know, man. Epstein's mysterious falling out with Clinton's is revealed in emails to Obama lawyer, inviting her to infamous NYC townhouse. So it's getting written up. This exchange is getting written up. It's very strange. I stopped talking to the Clintons when he swore with his wholehearted conviction, and then he did the opposite. Epstein claimed. That's calling Clinton a true sociopath. Okay. Well, there's the news. A really great breakdown of this was from Jesse Waters on Fox. And Jesse Waters had a really nice sort of buttoned up explanation of how many people in the Obama and Biden orbit Jeffrey Epstein actually hit. A lot of people, everyone talks about Clinton, rightfully so, and a lot of people talk about Trump, but the connection between the Obama world has never really been made until now. Democrats did it by releasing these. So here we go. Here's Jesse Waters' full breakdown.
4 years since billionaire pedophile Jeffrey Epstein was arrested. So why do we still know nothing about him? Well, we're finding out tonight some answers. The Wall Street Journal just got its hands on Jeffrey Epstein's private calendar, and it was a lot more suspicious than Brett Kavanaugh's. Epstein was meeting with the kind of people you'd think would steer clear of a convicted pedophile. Jeffrey Epstein was meeting with one of Barack Obama's top lawyers, Catherine Rumler. She met with Epstein dozens of times. Epstein even tried to set up Obama's lawyer to work for Bill Gates. How is Jeffrey Epstein a fixer between Obama's lawyer and Bill Gates? Epstein was also meeting with Joe Biden's CIA director. He wasn't CIA director at the time. He was Barack Obama's deputy secretary of state. William Burns was working for John Kerry at the State Department and meeting with Jeffrey Epstein, a known pedophile. And then Burns becomes CIA director. Today's director of the CIA went to Epstein's Manhattan townhouse where Epstein had sex with underage girls and, where he filmed other men having sex with underage girls. And William Burns went there and was then promoted to the director of the CIA. Now, I wonder if the future CIA director saw the portrait of Bill Clinton in a blue dress hanging in Epstein's parlor room. A few years later, Epstein was arrested and then hung himself in a jail cell while security cameras just happened to not be working, and the replacement guards just happened to fall asleep. And 2 years later, Biden just happens to pick William Burns to run the CIA. So what are we supposed to think? It's never been more clear. Epstein was an intelligence asset. Not only was he working for the CIA, Israeli intelligence, maybe even Russia intelligence. So is the American government allowing an asset to traffic and molest teenage girls all over the world for intelligence? Were we allowing Epstein to commit crimes against children for blackmail material? Well, we asked the CIA director, William Burns, why were you meeting with a convicted pedophile at his disgusting townhouse? And the CIA director said this: the director did not know anything about him, other than that he was introduced as an expert in the financial services sector and offered general advice on transition to the private sector. They had no relationship. So Obama's State Department official couldn't have asked anybody else in the entire country for help with a job in finance? He could have called any CEO, any hedge fund manager, any banking director. But he meets with Jeffrey Epstein.
Look, if I'm the CIA director and someone says, hey, come to my house, but that house has a reputation darker than a power outage at midnight, I'm going to politely decline. How do these people end up in the same rooms, the same circles, in the same houses? I got a question for you guys. Is it networking? Did I forget to say no? Or is it coincidence? Let me know what you guys think about this quick video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and as always, let me know what you react to. We're out.
I just started rubbing my hand along his thigh to see where it was going, and it went the direction I had intended it to go.
Even though you had sex with him twice, you did cocaine with him, watched him smoke crack twice.
It definitely wasn't Barack's first time, and I would almost be willing to bet you it wasn't his last.